It's virtual Wembley Stadium. It's another knockout game. We've only got two of these left. Scott Walsh's Switzerland against Jed Gleeson's Denmark. And then France and Russia to come later, and then we're into the quarter-finals. But here's this game today, another tense one. Here are the teams. Well, both sides unchanged from their last games, although we understand Jed Gleeson is pushing Christian Eriksen a bit further forward for Denmark, so the captain in a more attacking role than he's been for the rest of the tournament. As ever now, I'm with Lord Edmund Blackadder. How are you enjoying this so far, Blackadder?
Make a sentence out of the following words. Face sodding your shut.
Alright, I understand, but can you at least say if you think this is going to be a good game, Blackadder?
Indeed I do.
Right, well let's hope we get some excitement. Both sides would love to get to the quarter-finals. Both managers would love their teams to be there. Let's see what happens. It's Switzerland in the all-red from left to right. Denmark in their chain strip, white shirts from right to left. And Switzerland with that brilliant result against Argentina to squeeze through their group, but they came out top of the group having only scored one goal in 3 games. 2 0-0 draws and a 1-0 win, so they've not exactly been attacking and exciting, the Swiss. Denmark have been involved in some good games. Had a tense one to squeeze through. And here's Larsen at the back for Denmark to Kjær. Out to Vass. And they look forward to Ankersen. Be interesting to see how Denmark fare with Eriksen pushed a bit further forward today. The Swiss relying on that 5 at the back formation. Oh, and they backed off there and allowed Switzerland in. Here's Seferovic. Scored that incredible back header from a long throw to get them into this game. And see off the fancied Argentina, who've already made it through to the quarter-finals. So both sides capable. Good foot in from Freuler there. Scott Walsh wanting his side to just stay compact at the back and soak up any early pressure and then see how the game develops. Oh, that's a wayward pass. Here's Jorgensen waiting for the support. Tried to pass through 3 players there. That was never going to come off. Much like when I accidentally wrote on my face with a Sharpie. Oh, and again a sloppy ball at the back, and Jorgensen was nearly in. Got to just calm down a bit here, Switzerland. Few wayward passes from the Swiss. Is the occasion getting to them? They're relatively well ranked going to this tournament, about 16th. Denmark 18th though, so it ought to be a close game. Here's Poulsen. Can be creative. They just have so many players back, Switzerland, it's difficult to break through! Oh, and Denmark do break through with some amazing fancy footwork and a brilliant goal from Delaney. The man with the beautiful Danish name. Fantastic finish. He's jumped over the hoardings. Maybe he could enter the hurdles after this game. Well, we were just saying how many players Switzerland had back. Delaney, quick shuffle onto his right foot. Just came off the bottom of the inside of the post there. And Denmark have an early lead. Jed Gleeson will be very happy with that. Scott Walsh already referring to his tactics notebook, and maybe he's changed something. Shouting instructions to any players in earshot. Here's Freuler. Well, they can't sit back now, Switzerland. This will be an interesting game. Here's Sal. Can't make a silk purse out of his ear. Schmeichel at the back clears it. We've heard about some interesting additions to Denmark's backroom squad and coaching staff. We'll talk to the manager about that later if we can. Here's Larson. That's a lovely crossfield ball to Ankerson in a little bit of space. Now Vass. Vass crosses. Jorgensen was in there. And he just checked his run at an unfortunate point. And here's Freuler. Shaqiri beats a man. Oh, he just got back at him, and the referee's given a free kick for blocking him off. I think maybe from Delaney, just a little bit excitable there. Delaney excitable, Blackadder?
Well, you're right there.
Great, thanks. Normally you're insulting me. Here comes the free kick. Shaqiri's there. Rodriguez floats it in. It's easily dealt with, really. Freuler on the chase. Not the game show. Denmark have got it back. They look up for this today. Switzerland yet to really get into this game. Haven't created any openings. Christensen again goes long, looking for Jorgensen. He won the header but didn't have the support. Now Sal for Switzerland. Oh, and he's lost it. Jorgensen again can get it back for Denmark. Here's Eriksson. Schörner for Ankerson. And Vass now up from the back. Has Ankerson behind him. Doesn't need him though. He's staying away from Vass a bit there. Here's Larson. Now Poulsen. Delaney. Spreads it out to Ankerson. They're probing here with this attack, Denmark. They've strung a lot of passes together. The Swiss keeping solid, keeping their shape. Vass comes across again. Delaney tried one. It's deflected harmlessly back to Sommer. Disappointing there for Jed Gleeson. All those passes and no shot at the end of it. Here's Freuler now. He's got into him, and here's Delaney for Denmark. To Eriksson. And Larson forward to Eriksson again. Nice exchange of passes with Delaney. Christian Eriksen gets it back. Jorgensen goes on. Deflects in the box. Nothing comes of that attack, and we're almost at half time here. There it is. Well, it's been a bright first half from Denmark. Switzerland with some work to do, clearly. And, well, we've had some games go to extra time and penalties. Switzerland will be hoping to at least get back into this, wouldn't you think, Blackadder?
Total codswallop.
Okay, join us for the second half. Well, Scott Walsh knows his team need to up their game a bit in this second half, or they could be exiting this tournament. Top the group, undefeated, and didn't concede a goal, but they've conceded today. Lovely finish from Delaney. Denmark back into the attack though with Ankerson. Holding off a few challenges, looks for Vass on the outside. He can get the ball in. Jorgensen's in there. There's the cross to the back post. Header comes in! And Poulsen has made it too! Oh, it just sat up. It looked a floated cross that seemed to hang in the air for a long time. And Poulsen nodded it down perfectly. Sommer may be disappointed. Let's see this again. Vass chipped it in with his left foot. Really powerful header. Big leap. And could this be the end of the tournament for Switzerland, Blackadder?
I suggest a wager.
Well, I don't know what odds you'd get at 2-0 down for Switzerland, but there you go. Poulsen will be delighted. Jed Gleeson looks absolutely thrilled on the bench at the moment. Scott Walsh, his face a picture of misery right now. He knows they need a goal back and quickly. And they've not been prolific scorers in this tournament. It's Larson again for Denmark. They just had far more of the possession. The defender lost it there, didn't know what was going on. It's Poulsen again. Here's Delaney again. Larson crosses this time. Oh, it's come right through! Oh, shot at the back post is well blocked. And they just look a bit shell-shocked here. That was an important block for Rodriguez. One more goal and you feel it's definitely game over. It already looks fairly bleak. Ankerson with a cross. Jorgensen's there. Furious with himself he didn't get that on target. And Jed Gleeson is loving this. It was a difficult group to get out of. Having got out of it, Denmark at the moment are heading for the quarter-final. Switzerland need one goal back quickly and can build on it to try and get a second back. Here's Freuler and Shaqiri. Can they create something now? Freuler still going. He's evaded the challenge, but that's a wayward ball. They've just not quite been firing on all cylinders today, Switzerland. Now here's Vass. And Kjaer at the back for Denmark. They look comfortable right now. The Swiss have struggled for possession all game. There's a long ball over the top. Goes back to Jan Sommer. And well, it seems like they're trying to get on the front foot, Switzerland, but their passing's not been on it today. And they've just not been able to maintain possession and get the ball down and play well enough. Denmark crowding them out. Now Granit Xhaka. But there's another challenge, see, Jorgensen. They just run into trouble time and time again in midfield, Switzerland. Here's Ankerson now. Jorgensen goes on. Not much else up front. He didn't have many options. Now Rodriguez for Switzerland. There's a lot more urgency in their play. Shaqiri. Cross to Mbabu. Forced back. And it's Kjaer now at the back for Denmark. Vass goes down the line to Ankerson. Jorgensen and oh, I can't quite find Eriksson. Oh, Eriksson's won the ball back. Lovely ball out to Poulsen. Just seemed to miscontrol it. Gets another cross in though. Straight at Jan Sommer. Well, the longer this game goes on with no shots for Switzerland, it looks more and more unlikely that they're going to get back into this game. Here's Ankerson. That's there. He's been a good option on the right for Denmark today. Long ball. Just hangs up. Could cause problems. He had to put it out. Denmark will get possession. Just 13.5 digital minutes left. There's Eriksson with the touch. It's Larson. Still going, Larson. Inside to Eriksson. Shot straight against the defender, and that's harmless. Larson gets it back. Holds off the challenge. Holds off another challenge. Looks for Eriksson again, but Switzerland clear. Now can they break? Seferovic has Mbabu on the right. Doesn't look for him. Schöne with a good challenge. Eriksson again looking for Jorgensen and Poulsen. Poulsen for Jorgensen. And here is Christian Eriksen to seal this game! Lovely ball inside. And that is that now. The captain on the score sheet. Gleeson pushed him into an advanced role. He finds himself in the box. And he's made this comfortable for Denmark. That sums it up for Switzerland. They may as well have just hugged the goalpost the entire game, the amount of attacking attempt they've had. Came into Jorgensen, turned the defence, simple ball into Eriksson, the shot goes through the legs, and it's 3-0. Well, what a dream result this is. for Denmark. Eben Blackadder, the players want a hug right now. Do you want a hug?
What I really need now is a hug from a complete prat.
Well, obviously you can't mean me. You better go and hug someone else. Braithwaite comes on. Jorgensen takes the applause. And it's going to be a procession of the last few minutes this game now. Shaqiri for Switzerland. They know their tournament's done. They did well in their group, but haven't scored enough goals or shown enough attacking intent throughout this tournament. Kjær at the back for Denmark. Poulsen again. And here's Vass. Eriksson inside to Braithwaite. Braithwaite again. Is there time for one more here? He gets the shot. It's well blocked. Freuler goes back to Rodriguez. Now Shah, and it's almost time up. We're just waiting for the whistle here. There it is. What a fantastic result for Denmark. Great team performance. They played on the front foot the whole game. Switzerland struggled to get anything going today. And it's a shame once it gets to the knockout, you have a bad game. And that is that. Well, there's that opening strike from Delaney. Lovely, swift footwork. And that set the tone. This has been disappointing for Switzerland, hasn't it, Lord Blackadder?
So is syphilis, now get out.
I don't remember hearing about an outbreak of syphilis in Switzerland, but thanks anyway. It was good to see Christian Eriksen in a more advanced role. Maybe they'll bear that in mind for the rest of the tournament. This second goal was the hammer blow. Poulsen rose so high to head that down and beat Jan Sommer. Generated a lot of power in that header. Excellent spring. He's good in summer and autumn as well. Struggles in winter, which is unusual for a Dane. Denmark just fairly relentless in their pressure. Switzerland's formation didn't really help today. This final goal, Jorgensen on the turn into Christian Eriksen. Lovely finish. 3-0, home and hosed. Even at the end they were trying for a fourth. And there you have it. It says it all really. Denmark with more possession, 9 shots. Switzerland not managing a single shot in the entire game. Is another resignation inevitable? Where does Scott Walsh go from here? He probably goes back to Basildon, to be honest. As ever, time for a chat with the managers, and we understand Scott Walsh hasn't exited the dressing room yet, and he does intend to rush off to be with his family as soon as possible. He's not coming out to speak to the media, although he has sent this statement. Congratulations to Denmark. They were the better team today. We tried to remain neutral in this tournament by achieving as many 0-0 draws as possible, but sadly it wasn't to be. You're never going to get through with a 3-0 defeat. Well, wise words, never a truer word spoken. Thanks to Scott Walsh for that and for his participation in this tournament. But right now, I'm really excited to be joined live by the Denmark manager. Obviously thoroughly delighted with that win. It's Jed Gleeson. Thanks for talking to us, Jed.
It's a pleasure to speak to you, Ben, and I must say the commentary has been outstanding. Well, although I was tad upset with the lack of swear words.
Yeah, that's come across in the WhatsApp group. But let me ask, after a performance like you've had tonight, you've gone through the round of 16, you've overcome the Swiss, you're into the quarterfinals. You must be gaining confidence.
But we'll see how it goes. Quite happy with progress so far. And, you know, it was a tad disconcerting to lose to Colombia in the first game at the very last minute. It was quite intense. Hence, I was prepared for that because it's the cat's arse trophy would have been avoided. What I'd like to do in the second game is I'd like to put Lars Ulrich up front, and I've got Dot Cotton playing on the left wing.
Yeah, that's a controversial choice, bringing Dot Cotton into the squad at her age. I mean, is she really up for it?
I managed to get her a passport, Danish passport, and I think she's still got a few games left in her.
What a lot of people are asking is how you've kind of ingratiated yourself to the Danish fans. They've really taken to you as manager.
Well, what I've done is I've Googled famous Danes, clearly.
Yeah.
You know, we want to bring home the bacon,
Yeah,
the pastries are up for breakfast.
Right. Well, will you be drinking extra Carlsberg throughout this tournament, or is that not an option?
Well, it's always an option, but I'm afraid I'm a bit of a Peroni man myself. Or Bloody Mary. So, you know, hence the hat. I'm hoping to get sponsored by Putin's favourite vodka, whatever that may be, purely just to keep him at bay at the borders, really.
Let me ask, have you employed any particular tactics with the squad or any different training methods that have worked, do you think?
Absolutely. Well, since Dot's turned up, obviously we've got a Zimmer up on the left. It's not too bad. She does use it. I think she's allowed to, due to her age, as an overhead bicycle kick technique, which doesn't actually count as bicycle kick. But we've been trying to bang her into the box to sort Cotton out. I hope she's going to be fit for the game. If not, we're going to have to go with the standard setup. But it'll be fine. So we take it as a game as it goes, you know, game at a time, and I'm sure we'll be good.
We wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Okay, thanks. And Ben, top commentary. Don't forget, just drop the odd swear word in, you know, subtly.
Jed Gleeson, from his base on the Isle of Wight, has masterminded a victory here for the Danes and a quarter-final appearance in the eWorld Cup of Legends. Fantastic performance. Lord Blackadder, thanks so much for being here and sharing it with me.
Get stuffed.
Right, join us later for another one. Bye-bye.